Otis, Otis Campbell, this is your subconscious. Come in, please.
What do you want?
Where's the still?
Where is the still?
The gyrating guitarist's departure from the public eye left his blue jean fans all shook up, so we hear. But Elvis doesn't seem to mind at all.
What molds into silly animals and silly shapes?
After this social libation to the fair is, what happened to the horse?
Well, there wasn't light nor sign of him anywhere.
My life, my whole future, my very bread and butter, pinched by your pestiferous fears!
You were playing patty cake when you should be at his throat.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Gomer stream from your favorite Gomer punk outfit, the High Card Drifters. It's March 2021. It's been like a year of pandemic nonsense. And here we are, still streaming first Sunday of every month. And this month we're kind of doing something, well, we always do something different for you, right? Can't just do the same old boring stuff every time. So we're going back to some of the origin stuff that we did, in the sense that we did a lot of duos, duets, and solo acts. First couple months we did this because we couldn't really get together. So we've decided to go back to that kind of a format, and we are going to present a bunch of duets. We're going to have one big number with everybody in it. And we also wanted to celebrate the fact that it's March, so it's St. Patrick's Day. So we've sort of got our combo, Irish and Gomer punk outfits on, right? So we're like Western Irish, like
Gomer Patty.
Gomer Patty. We're excited to present a mixture of some Irish classics for you, done in our own inimitable and surprising, I might add, styles. And then some of our originals, a couple of trad songs. I think we're going to move on to our first song, which is an Irish classic that everyone does, but we do it better, of course, which is the infamous Whiskey in the Jar. Take it away.
that we wrote as a tribute to the leaders of the Easter Rebellion back in 1916 over in Dublin, Ireland. This is one we call Hoist Your Glass. There are still bullet holes in the GPO walls, lit up by the sun every morn. Reminders of men who would do it again in a terrible beauty. We toast to the boys who have all been born. We toast to the boys who have marched off the war. We honor those who bring each other plunge into the fray. It's when we think when now we drink, and this is what we say. Hoist your glass, boys, to the past. Boys, the fight for freedom is not dead. Hoist your beers, boys, to the years, boys, to the years that lay ahead. Courageous men, drink your shred, proclamation that said the Irish Republic is free. Though the brave were shot down, they were rallied around, and everything changed under it. Hoist your glass, boys, to the past. Boys, the fight for freedom is not dead. Hoist your beers, boys, to the years, boys, to the years that lay ahead. Connie Pierce, Plunkett and Clark, McDonough, McDermott and Kent put their lives on the line when their names needed signed. For sovereignty they would not relent. Oh, we toast to the boys who had all been born. We toast to the boys who had marched off to war. We honor those who bravely chose to plunge into the fray. So then we think when now we drink, and this is what we say. Hoist your glass, boys, to the past. Boys, the fight for freedom is not dead. Hoist your beers, boys, to the years, boys, to the years that lay ahead. So we say thanks to thee, wherever you be, whether it's club, where your barstools are warm. You died for the creed in 1916, when a terrible beauty was born. We toast to the boys who have all gone before. We toast to the boys who have marched off to war. We honor those who bravely chose to plunge into the fray. And so then we think when now we drink, and this is what we say. Hoist your glass, boys, to the past. Boys, the fight for freedom is not dead. Hoist your beers, boys, to the years, boys, to the years that lay ahead. Hoist your glass, boys, to the past. Boys, the fight for freedom is not dead. Hoist your beers, boys, to the years, boys, to the years that lay ahead. Hoist your glass, boys, to the past. Boys, the fight for freedom is not dead. Hoist your beers, boys, to the years, boys, to the years that lay ahead. Hoist your beers is what we said. Hoist your glass.
So that's our first number. Wasn't that awesome? You know, what I particularly like about that is the fantastic solo that Bryn takes on the Irish potato ocarina. Just not done very often, and certainly not with his level of style and artistry.
Potato ocarinas are an ancient Irish instrument, and most people don't know that they even exist. And so doing something like the heavy metal version of Whiskey in the Jar was a great opportunity to really highlight that instrument.
Yeah, well, I was just impressed with all the effects that you ran through it, because most people don't.
That was all completely acoustic. That's the thing about the instrument, is
Really?
that flange effect, the wah effect, and that heavy distortion comes entirely out of the acoustics of the potato.
It's all in the
It
eye.
was
You
applied
just
that.
add a little butter and chives. A little butter and chives.
That's
I had
right.
no idea.
You just jam some chive in there, and you've got a little bit of chive.
Because it's
Then
like a
you
reed,
do
right?
chive.
It vibrates like a reed, like an
Yeah,
accordion.
it's chive potato.
Yeah. Okay.
Chive Ocarina Potato.
I found it thrilling, particularly.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It was a good experiment. What is not an experiment is our next song coming up, affectionately known as the Babby song.
Right.
But really known as Wia Walia. Yeah, and sung Wia Walia in the old folk tradition is not sung as Wia Walia, depending on who's singing it. We hear all sorts of wada wadas and various things. I don't think anybody ever really knows what you're actually supposed to sing there, which I think adds to the charm of the piece. So yeah, Aaron and I duetting. We got together, Aaron on the outside of the sliding glass door, me on the inside of the sliding glass door, to record at the same time, but not in the same place technically. Oh. Well, let's listen to it, shall we?
An old woman what lived in the woods. Wee-ah-wee-ah-wah-ya. There was an old woman what lived in the woods down by the riverside. She had a baby 6 months old. Wee-ah-wee-ah-wah-ya. She had a baby 6 months old down by the riverside. She had a penknife 3 foot long. Wee-ah-wee-ah-wah-ya. She had a penknife 3 foot long down by the riverside. She stuck the knife in the baby's head. Wee-ah-wee-ah-wah-ya. The more she stabbed it, the more it bled down by the riverside. Well, 3 big knocks come knocking at the door. Wee-ah-wee-ah-wah-ya. 2 policemen and the hangman down by the riverside. Are you the woman what killed that child? Wee-ah-wee-ah-wah-ya. Are you that woman what killed that child down by the riverside? I am that woman what killed that child. Wee-ah-wee-ah-wah-ya. I am that woman what killed that child down by the riverside. They pulled the rope and she was hung. Wee-ah-wee-ah-wah-ya. They pulled the rope and she was hung down by the riverside. And that was the end of the woman in the woods. Wee-ah-wee-ah-wah-ya. And that was the end of the baby too, down by the riverside. The moral of our story is wee-ah-wee-ah-wah-ya. You don't stick knives in babbies' heads down by the riverside.
All right, that was pretty nifty, fellas. Good work. It's always nice to see y'all. This next song coming up here, I wrote this song coming on 18 years ago or something like that. We were looking for music to do, and I thought, hey, we could do this song. And we scratched it, and we played around with it. And then I stepped away from it. And then Mr. Donnelly and Mr. Zegri took it over.
Guilty.
And this is actually the debut of Ricardo's new toy, I believe.
It is.
If I'm not mistaken.
It's
Tell us about that toy, Ricardo.
It's a very heavy toy. It's a Hammond M100, and it's just this beautiful organ. It's got it's basically the B3, but in a bigger, heavier package. Anyway, we tried this out, and it was a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. I've been spending most of my free time bothering the entire household because it sort of shakes the house when you play it. But Mark came with this fat arrangement of the song and played on the tenor guitar, his resonator tenor, which is very bluesy and groovy. And so threw down the organ, and I think you're going to enjoy it thoroughly.
Yeah, so this is a song from Plaster Cats days called City is a River. And then after City is a River, is probably one of the most amazing interpretations of one of the most beautiful Irish ballads ever written by the most unexpected Irish tenor I've ever known, Mr. Aaron Hindle. So
surprising, really.
If you've never, you will never experience Danny Boy the
Listen,
way that you're gonna experience it.
if his triangle solo does not bring you to tears, then you do not have a soul. I'm saying it. It's something else.
It's like angels.
Coming up next, City is a River and Danny Boy.
The city is a river. I said the city is a river. I'm gonna jump into the water and swim with every son and daughter into the sea. Into the sea. The city is a river running down the street. We flow along the currents if we raise our feet. Swimming through the water as we flow downstream. Life's a flowing river, life is but a dream. I said the city is a river. I said the city is a river. I'm gonna jump into the water and swim with every mother's daughter to the sea. Into the sea. Could you feel the need to swim against the flow? The river takes us where we really need to go. You feel the cleansing water washing over you, washing over everything you say and you do. I said the city is a river. Oh, I said the city is a river. I'm gonna jump into the water and swim with every son and daughter to the sea. Into the sea. My sisters, listen to the sound of peaceful water carrying us through the town. Some folks swim and other folks drown. The strong of faith, they stay afloat and all the rest go down. I said the city is a river. I said the city is a river. I'm gonna jump into the water and swim with every mother's daughter to the sea. Into the sea. Into the sea. Into the sea, into the sea, into the sea, into the sea, into the sea.
All right. Well, again, we are One-Eyed Riley, and this is a song we wrote about the mysteries of the Celtic cross. In light that casts no shadow, carved from stone that casts no doubt, rising from the graveyard, the proud eternal shout. Even but still standing amidst the lichen and the moss, silently demanding, it's the Celtic cross, revealing his crossed.
Thank you for that. It was hard for me. I took a lot of inspiration from the Muppets Animals Danny Boy, but I didn't want to really just go there all the way. I had to bring in some other emotions and evocations that way. I can see by all your teary eyes, I hit the mark there. I'm really glad I could move you so.
It's a shame that this is the only copy of the recording and that it's been erased now and no one will ever see it again. It's really too
My
bad.
computer melted down right after I recorded it. It melted. That's it. We've got no other backup of it.
I'm glad you guys all got to see it. So we're gonna move on here. So we're doing duets, as Mark mentioned at the beginning of the show. And any longtime viewers of the Gomerstream this year will know that something about me and Aaron's obsession with Pink Floyd, especially early obscure Pink Floyd. We're really big fans of that. And so we've done a few of these songs as small furry animals, which has been really fun. So we decided to do another one for this stream, and we've dipped into an album that's certainly not an obscure record. It's The Wall, and you might have heard of it, but this is one of the biggest B-sides on the record. It's one that most people don't think of. Happens to be one of maybe my favorite Pink Floyd song. I don't know. It's up there in the running. And I used to sing this to my daughter her first 2 years of life when I would be putting her to sleep. I would sing this song over and over and over again and walk down my hallway to put her to sleep. And so it's real special for me. I just always have loved this song. We decided to put it together. And Aaron we're going to talk a little bit about the instruments he played and then tell you about the second song we're going to do. But I'm really proud of this one, and I'm really proud of the job that Aaron did on this one as well. Take it away. Talk about it, buddy.
Thanks. Also, Ricardo's, again, the organ and the piano, as well as the banjo, this new expanded territory from our drummer being this multi-instrumentalist and vocalist is really inspirational. So I got the opportunity to write a guitar part for a Pink Floyd song that doesn't really have a guitar part, which was a whole lot of fun because I'm very inspired by Dave Gilmour and Roger Waters, but didn't have the confines of trying to do something that reminds you of what they have done, because I'm not them. So that was really fun inspiration on that. And then I bowed the bass part, thinking that was going to be my main part. And I thought, why don't I lay down a 6-string bass, and the ultra low frequencies, really sparse and minimal also. And the fun thing about the project is that I throw a bunch of stuff at the wall, and then Ricardo will go and arrange and mix it. And it turns out the bass line I thought was going to be my throwaway sort of backup infill turned out to be the main bass line, and the bass line I thought was the main bass line was the fill. So, but it's beautiful and really inspirational.
Nice.
And then after that, we're going to have another one of our Irish favorites. Will Ya Walia, we stole that from a good friend of ours, the Rats and the Haggis. They play the Renaissance fairs and the Dickens fairs.
Yeah, they owe me money.
And this is another one of theirs that we're covering of theirs. Another Rats and the Haggis cover, traditional, that is going to be I'll Tell Me Ma. Again, Rick Bryn and I recorded this with me outside of the sliding glass and him on the inside. So we had eye contact. We're recording together, but separate.
I got a bag with a toothbrush and a comb. When I'm a good dog, they sometimes will throw me a bone in. Got elastic bands keeping my shoes on. Got those swollen hand blues. Got 13 channels of shit on the TV to choose from. I got electric light. I got second sight. I've got amazing powers of observation. gotta get through on the telephone to you. There'll be nobody home. Hendrix perm and the inevitable pinhole burns all down the front of my favorite satin shirt. I got nicotine stains on my fingers. I got a silver spoon on a chain. Got a grand piano to prop up my mortal remains. Got wild, staring eyes. I got a strong urge to fly, but I got nowhere to fly to. Pick up the phone, there's still nobody home. Got a pair of Go Hills boots, I got fading roots.
When I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They put me hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Dublin City. She is Carlton, 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. They knock at the door and they ring the bell, saying, "True love, are you well?" Up she comes, white as snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old Johnny Murray says he'll die, they don't get the girl with the road is by. Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull me hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Dublin City. She is Carlton, 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? when the hail blow high, that snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie, she'll get her own that by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her mum when she goes home. Let the others come and say, Will, tell Bert Mooney that she left Will. Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't please, the girls have blown. They won't be hair, they're so much comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is developed up and city. She is card and 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she?
It has come to our attention that we have been victims of stream rustlers. Yes, that's right, folks. Aaron's side project, or are we the side project? One Eyed Riley, which is a fantastic band. We love those guys. We didn't invite them exactly to take over our stream, but it turns out they've been dropping in songs during our stream. I mean, how rude.
I had nothing to do with it. I am not the instigator here. My loyalties are present.
Presently divided, maybe. In any case, we want to reassure you, faithful viewers, that we have taken care of this problem. There will be no more video piracy coming from those Irish rogues, One Eyed Riley. Lock the stream down now. Just us from now on.
Locked it down.
And with that, it's time to move on to another fantastic Irish classic to be performed by the ensemble. It's the famous When Irish Eyes Are Smiling, made famous by Bing Crosby, among others. And we've decided to take this in a brand new direction and give you something really special. And coming up, Irish Eyes Are Smiling on kazoo. Enjoy. Aaron Gobra.
Aaron, go bra.
Aaron, go bra.
Hey everybody, this is Megan and Joey from Blame the Whiskey, if you don't recognize us by now.
This is Shinobi too. So I'd like to tell you this story about this song coming up that's called Shul Arun. In the Gaelic it means walk, my love. And I showed Joey this swingy, jazzy version from a band called Solace.
And I couldn't stand the damn thing. But we messed around with it and we threw it in the blender and added some whiskey and kind of came up with something we ended up liking.
We call it the stank, so we hope you like it too. We'll get to that in just a minute though, because we want to let you know that we are going to be having an in-person porch gig. That's right, on March 21st, if you're feeling like getting your Irish on, it's a Sunday, we'll be playing the front porch at the corner of Hudson Alley and Napa Street in Vallejo, and we'd love to see you there.
Show's going to be from 3 o'clock till 7-ish, theoretically. We're probably going to have a live stream for it as long as everything works out. We're going to have 3 different bands for you. It's going to be Blame the Whiskey, 5 Cent Coffee, and Everything Nowadays, which is a new and upcoming band I think you guys are going to dig. Beyond that, shall we get to the song then?
Yeah.
Here's Shul Arun.
Every tear would turn a mill. Johnny is gone for soldier. With fife and drum he marched away. Would not heed what I did say. He'll not come back for many a day. Johnny is gone for soldier. True. Shoo, shoo, oh, shoo-la-roo. Every deer would turn a mare. Johnny is gone, the soldier. I'll tie my dress, I'll tie it red. Through the streets I'll beg for bread to find my love alive or dead. Johnny is gone, the soldier. Shoo, shoo, shoo-la-roo. Shoo, shoo, oh, shoo-la-roo. Every deer would turn a mare. Johnny is gone, the soldier. Hop, hop. Me, oh my, I loved him so. Broke my heart to see him go. Only time will heal my woe. Johnny is gone, the soldier. Shoo, shoo, shoo-la-roo. Shoo, shoo, oh, shoo-la-roo. Every tear would turn a mare. Johnny is gone, the soldier. Shoo, shoo, shoo-la-roo. Shoo, shoo-la-roo. Every tear would turn a mare. Johnny is gone, the soldier. My Johnny is gone, the soldier.
I don't even know what's happening right now. Okay,
Well,
so
we're talking about what a great kazoo job everybody did. I didn't even know that we made kazoos in that
you know,
size.
I think that's why I'm so like taken aback right now, because every time I watch that, when I was listening to those mixes that Mark was sending out of all those kazoo tracks, at first I thought, you guys, this is weird, and then I heard it and I thought, oh my, how do you make that kind of beautiful sound with these instruments? And here it was, right? And then to
Crazy
have
good.
that orchestra behind us just for that bit was just enough to give it that punch, right?
Again, it's a shame that it's been completely destroyed and no one else will ever hear it again.
You know?
It
Well,
really-
but it's on the live stream, so I'm sure somebody captured it on the live stream.
yeah, we should have
probably took a picture of it.
We
Right.
should have thought about actually recording this, for the stream. But
You can record it.
Somebody will get it. Somebody will get it. It's like the moon landing. Somebody got pictures of that, right?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. It's safe.
Speaking of cigarette solution, so there's this song that Mr. Donnelly wrote, and it's an awesome song, and I love the song. And since we were doing duets, and he did one of my songs, I thought, well, boy howdy, I may as well do one of his songs. So cigarette solution, and this is Mr. Donnelly's debut, I believe, on the harmonica, huh?
It's true, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the two of us doing this song, and it's just kind of folk down, like a Dylan-esque kind of vibe.
After that, our final, Aaron and I together, we threw a couple songs out there, some Irish-ish stuff that we know. So when we got a chance to get together and do that, this one coming up is a tune set, as it wouldn't be St. Patrick's Day without a bunch of raucous tune sets. So these are the very Irish-ish tunes, the Romany Polka and the old-timey California tune Julia Delaney, which is just a fast tune set there. And then we'll be closing off with a group project, Gesundheit, that we did, which is an old song that I've had bouncing around for years and years and years, and have done with pretty much every project I've ever done, including the Plaster Cats, where we did Matty Gropes, an old ballad from the old days, coupled in with a tune set called Bryn's Jig, written by some guy named Bryn, and then finishing off with a Scandinavian polka in there. So it's kind of an all over the Celtic world piece. The Matty Grows, everybody involved in one instrument or another of their choice, and then we put it all together, and I hope you like it. Here he comes.
1, 2, 3.
Making time to my execution, smoking like a demon for a cigarette solution, waiting for the state to reject my last appeal, just ask me what I want for my last meal. What I want for my last meal. Just making time to my execution, smoking like a demon for a cigarette solution. Pronounce me guilty, but I don't feel it. Getting caught, it's my only regret. Too late for God to save me, too late to turn around. If I scream in the electric chair, will I be wide for sound? Will I be wide for sound? Make a sound, Mr. B. Cigarette solution, pretend indifference. They watch me well. I'll never let them know that I'm scared as hell. Too late for God to save me, too late to turn around. If I scream in the electric chair, will I be wide for sound? Yeah, too late for God to save me, too late to turn around. If I scream in the electric chair, will I be wide for sound?
Holiday, a holiday, first one of the year. Lord Donald's wife came into the church, the gospel for to hear. When the meeting it was done, she cast her eyes about. There she spied young Matty Groves walking in the crowd. Come home with me, young Matty Groves, come home with me tonight. Come home with me, young Matty Groves, and sleep with me tonight. I can't come home, I won't go home, and sleep with you tonight. By the rings on your fingers I can tell you're Lord Donald's wife. So what if I am Lord Donald's wife? Lord Donald's not at home. He is out in the high cornfields bringing the yearlings home. Was standing by, heard what was said, swore Lord Donald he would know before that sun had set. And in his hurry to carry that news, he bent his breast and ran. When he came to the wide mill stream, took off his shoes and swam. Matty Groves, he lay down and he took a little sleep. When he awoke, Lord Donald was standing at his feet, saying, how do you like my feather bed? How do you like my sheets? How do you like my lady fair who lies in your arms asleep? Oh, it's well I like your feather bed, better I like your sheets. But best of all, your lady fair who lies in my arms asleep. Oh, get up, Lord Donald cried, get up as quick as you can. It'll never be said in fair England I slew a naked man. Well, I can't get up, I won't get up, I won't get up for my life. You have two long beaten swords and I have nary a knife. It's true I have two beaten swords, they cost me deep of the purse. You shall have the best of them, and I shall have the worst. And you shall strike the very first blow, you strike it like a man. I will strike the very next blow, I'll kill you if I can. Matty struck the very first blow. He heard Lord Donald's sword more. Lord Donald struck the very next blow, and Matty struck the more. Then Lord Donald took his wife, he sat her on his knee. Who do you love the best of us, dead Matty Groves or me? Well, then bespoke his own dear wife, never heard to speak so free. I'd rather have a kiss from dead Matty's lips than you or your finery. Well, then Lord Donald jumped right out, loudly he did squall. He struck his wife right through the heart, he pinned her against the wall. A grave, Lord Donald cried, put these lovers in. But there my lady at the top, she was of noble kin.
Well, boy, howdy. We've come to the end of yet another Gomerstream, yet another 5 to 6 o'clock period of time on the first Sunday of the month that you have joined us here in virtual Gomerland for our monthly offering. And we are so glad that you could make it and so glad that you tuned in with us. Almost a year into this whole process, and we are delighted to have you in our community, our virtual community, here every first Sunday. We have a big wind up for you. We're going to have the NYPD choir singing Galway Bay. No, we're not actually going to do that. But we do want to thank all of the guests that we had on the show today, including One-Eyed Riley, Blame the Whiskey, and from all of us here in Drifterland, we want to thank you and say tune in again next month. So Easter Sunday, 5 o'clock, we've got a new show coming to you with new witty bon mots as delivered by yours truly. Thanks again. Stay safe. We love you. And we hope that the light is at the end of the tunnel is coming soon and we'll actually be able to see you all in person. That could actually happen in the next 6 months. So
very soon.
Fingers crossed. And in the meantime,
there's a light at the end of the tunnel and hopefully it's not a train.
There we go. So stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you next month. Thanks.
Bye.
Lunch.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're
just. Is this going out live?
My dad.
Wait, hold on. Do you want me to
We're dead.
record all this?
Could be dead.
Hold on. Let me turn on the recording.